It's difficult with social media because once it's out there, it's out there. Yeah. And I know you did, you sort of wanted to get rid of those tweets because you knew they were daft.
Yeah,
you knew it was silly, you knew it was a stupid thing to do.
I knew I'd definitely done some really stupid things in the past on social media. And yeah, like you mentioned, I deleted them around a year before I went into the jungle, but there's always that chance that...
Were you aware of that? Did you think about that when you went in? Did you think, oh, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt me?
Yeah, it did cross my mind, thinking, I hope, obviously, this doesn't come up, but you never know. Like, obviously, they were print screened a long time ago.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think you've got to be so careful.
You do have to be really careful.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm really glad that I'm not your age. I'm really glad that I didn't grow up with this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing, amazing thing. You know, social media is incredible. Yeah. But there is a downside, and everything you put out there is there. Yeah. All of your mistakes, and for goodness sake, we've all made mistakes growing up. Every single person watching this right now will have. They definitely will. So what would you say to anybody right now?
I would just say be so careful with everything you put online. You leave such a massive footprint.
You do.
You don't know who's out there looking, who's kind of taking pictures of it all, and just really step back for a moment and think about everything you're going to say and the people that you could kind of hurt or upset.
And you know that was unacceptable, what you said. You know that was really stupid. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't have got rid of them. You know, it was just daft.
Yeah, no, it was.
Was it just what was it? What was going on in your mind when that was going on?
I think I don't really know. I don't think anything was going on. I was just being young, stupid, inconsiderate. I wasn't kind of thinking like the weight of those words, what they carried and who I could hurt. I was just retaliating in quite a horrible way. And I wish I'd just taken a step back and thought about it.
What sort of reaction did you get when you came back, though? I mean, did you get a lot of criticism, or was it kind of 50-50? What were people saying to you?
Yeah, I think it was 50-50, obviously. Right. The papers were saying their side and what they thought, but then online, the support that I'd been given from my viewers and my fans, everything like that was just incredible. Like a lot of people.
That must have really helped you because you...
Oh, massively.
I mean, I would imagine that flight back from Australia to the UK wouldn't have been the best time of your life.
No, I was stuck on the plane for 22 hours, just with everything in the back of my mind of what could possibly be going on at home. And obviously, I was on a flight, so I couldn't really be using my phone. I couldn't really talk to anyone. But then when I landed, I knew I just had to get back, I wanted to just film a video to apologise about everything. Which I did, and the response was, it was amazing. A lot of people were very forgiving. They knew I'd made mistakes. Like I said, they forgave me. And
I always think that, especially here in the UK, people, if people actually genuinely are sorry, which I absolutely believe you are, and if people are genuinely sorry and they say, I have been an absolute idiot, and I'm really apologise, people will people will say, right, okay, they actually will admire that more than anything. Yeah,
no, definitely. I think people were very accepting of my apology, and they knew it was genuine, because I think, it was a long time ago, so I've grown up so much since then and matured as a man, so I'm definitely past.
You're not that daft boy. You wouldn't be doing that sort of thing again.
Absolutely not.
That's for sure.
Yeah, no way.
And you learn by your mistakes. You really do learn by your mistakes. It's just, there is an irony that you were kind of, that's how you make your living, is on social media. And it's social media that caused this huge, massive stop. Well, you caused it, but I mean, it was on social media. It was very interesting when you were talking to Stanley, and he absolutely had no idea what you did.
No, that was
absolutely nothing at all. He didn't know what a vlogger was or anything like that.
As soon as he asked me what a hashtag was, I knew I was in for a tough time trying to explain this to him.
Would you have loved to have stayed there?
Of course. I was having the time of my life. I was so unbelievably gutted when I got the news that I was out. But there was nothing I could do about it. I had to come home to apologise.
They don't know. The ones that are in there, the ones that are coming out, obviously know. Have you had any contact with any of the people who've been in there?
Yeah, I've spoken to Becky and Shappy. They both messaged me kind of as soon as they got out, which was so nice of them. Just saying, that they missed me. They were so upset, obviously, that I was out, and at the time they didn't know why.
Well, exactly.
They were thinking the worst, but...
Well, they're all in there. They don't know what's going on. I mean, as far as they were concerned, you might have been taken away because of a family emergency or something. And speaking of family, what about your family? What did they say to you? Did you get into trouble?
I didn't get into too much trouble, luckily, because my mum knew that I was a pain when I was 16. Thought it wasn't my best years, but she knows full well that that doesn't represent me whatsoever anymore, that I'm nothing like that. So she was just, I think she was just quite upset with how it all happened, and obviously that it ended up me being removed from the jungle and stuff. But they were very supportive. She helped me get through it, definitely.
Would you go now if they give you a call next year and they say, "I know we took you out, but actually, you know, you've proved yourself"? Would you go back in?
I've definitely thought about if I'd ever go back on, because I remember when I was in the jungle, every morning I just kind of wake up and think, why am I here? Why am I doing this? How would anyone ever think about doing this twice? But now that I'm out, it's definitely something that I'd love to go and do again and kind of prove myself.
Right.
Because I didn't get the worst of it while I was in there.
No.
I didn't get any really tough trials.
True.
Obviously, I was attacked by a leaf, which was pretty traumatising.
Yeah, I'm sure getting attacked by a leaf was terrible. Who do you think's going to win?
For me, I think Toph. I think she's kind of got it in the bag. I think a lot of people think that as well. She's a tough cookie.
She is tough, and she's coming across really, really well. Yeah, see, you didn't have to do any of that.
I really didn't.
How do you think you would have done?
I think eating challenges, I think I'd have been okay.
You're
but
right with that?
Covered in all those bugs, like what happened to Mia last night with the spiders.
Oh, horrible,
That'd been
horrible, Jack. Listen, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it, and for apologising and for being so open and so honest. And don't tweet anything that you wouldn't tweet to your mummy.
I won't anymore. I've learnt my lesson.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you very much.